Hi guys, it's time for another video. This week we're going to discuss crooked glasses. So what we're referring to with crooked glasses is when one lens sits higher than the other. This can occur when one ear is higher than the other or when the arms are actually bent themselves. So what's physically required to correct the glasses being crooked is for this arm to actually push that up by bending it down. So a lot of people get confused with that. Sometimes I'll do this side, which can make it worse. One key I've come up with to try and remember it is to say lower on the lower. Remember the phrase lower on the lower. So this is lower, so that arm has to go lower. So the glasses were sitting lower on this side, which means that that arm actually has to be adjusted lower. So it will effectively push that side up. So quite simply, it's a matter of bending on this joint here, hinging it down. So just hinging it down like that. Then when you put them back on, it sits straight. Hopefully that's straight. Now these frames have ultra clear lenses. So I have to re-emphasize, when you adjust a plastic frame, you have to take the lenses out if it's got ultra clear lenses. You have to remove them. I did a little bit of research on this. I looked up the temperature of optical plastics and how hot they have to be heated so that they can be adjusted. And the temperatures range between 80 degrees Celsius and 115 degrees Celsius. For a lens to craze, I've even done this myself on a hot day in the car a couple of years ago. Left it in the car on one of those scorching hot days in summer. The temperature in the car can go up to like between 80 and 90 degrees. So the lens crazes around 80, 85 degrees. That's where you'll craze the lens. So if you heat the frame and you've got this nice and soft enough to adjust, but you've still got the lens in there, you could guarantee that you've crazed it. You probably won't even know you've crazed it. So you just got to be very aware that anytime you heat a plastic frame that's got ultra clear lenses, you have to take the lens out. Okay, so if I'm lowering this side, I pop the lens out, heat up this part of the frame, but also you can heat up here. So just don't heat up this lens here because that'll craze obviously, but you heat up mainly here, but definitely a little bit here too, because if that's soft, that's going to help you because you need to get the lens in really quick. So that's going to help you to pop the lens in really quick enough so that this stays warm enough so that you can do the adjustment. And to do the adjustment, you bend down like that, putting the pressure again on the edge here, right at the front. Not here, because then you disturb the sync joint in there. On the very front there, pushing down like that. So just remember the phrase lower on the lower. You can go higher on the higher as well if you need to. If there's already a lot of pantoscopic tilt on there, you can, whichever side sits higher, you can bend that arm higher. That's another alternative, but just try and remember lower on the lower. It's easy to remember, nice and simple. So another good habit to get into, we've got Alicia here. Her glasses are lower on this side, on this side here. So that's the arm that needs to go down. So it needs to go lower on that side. So actually grab it on that side and then use my finger on the other side like that, and then hold it and carry it like this. So that way I'm carrying it around on the side that needs to go lower. So I can even enter the phone, go speak to customers, someone can ask me a question, and then by the time I get to the adjustment bay, because I'm holding the side I know needs to go lower, I don't have to try and remember which side it was, I can just go and do the adjustment. So again, just in summary, to straighten a frame, you're going to adjust the arm lower on the lower side. So whichever side is lower, that arm is going to go lower.